Hello. So a lot has happened since the last time that I posted a video. I hope you can't hear that there's people outside. I hope you can't hear that. A lot has happened in my life. I have been going through my Saturn Return, so that if anyone knows, that's not fun. It's not a good time. But it's like also a good time because like you can feel your life like aligning the way it needs to, but it's like you have to let go of a lot of things and you have to go through a lot of, I mean, not for everyone, I guess. Not everyone has to go through this. This is just my personal experience and a lot of what people say online. A lot of people, or I guess I can just speak for myself. I've had to go through a lot of like emotional things to kind of like let things go, like from the past. And so that's always hard to like let things go that you've been attached to, or like all these attachments that you've had. So just like letting so much go, so many like false beliefs that I had. So I have also become, well, I've gotten trained in QHHT, which is quantum healing hypnosis technique, which is the technique that Dolores Cannon founded over like 40 years or something like that. She's no longer with us, but her class is online, like it's taped, like her classes that she taught in person were taped so people can learn her technique now, so that her legacy can go on. No, I'm just kidding, but like kind of. I mean, this woman had like 10-year waiting lists of people wanting this hypnosis technique because it was so healing to so many people. And she was just like finding so much information through these hypnosis sessions, through these people and their, past lives. It is technically past life regression, and then it goes into asking questions to your higher self or subconscious. We use subconscious and higher self and like interchangeably with this technique. So ever since I got trained in this technique, once you get trained in it, you become an intern, and then you have to do 25 free sessions before you can become an official practitioner. And so I'm working through my internship right now. Currently, as we speak, it's August 19th, 2024. And I've done 19 out of my 25. So I'm almost done, which is super exciting. And I can't wait to be an official practitioner. But I've been loving being an intern and just meeting all these amazing people and just so many open-minded people that have received this healing. And through sessions you get so aligned with your higher self and life just starts to make sense. Like, at least that's what happened for me. Sorry, there was a bug. I also have been like kind of paranoid about like bugs in my house because I've been getting bit by like, I don't like, not mosquito, like I usually attract a lot of mosquitoes, but like chiggers have been an issue, and I'm in California, so that's like not normally an issue, but recently it's been an issue in my life. I don't really know why, but basically I've been like itching all the time and scratching, so that's fun. But anyway, so I've had 3 sessions myself, 3 hypnosis sessions, and they're just so healing. Every single session just aligns you more and more, and like really, like with this technique you should really, a lot of people come for like health issues because they want to get to the root cause, because a lot of times these days people try to go to doctors and the doctors don't really want to help them. Okay, I'm just my own experience, and this is just what other people have told me, okay? I'm not trying to hate on every single doctor out there. But this is why I wanted to get into the holistic healing realm, because you can find out a lot from I mean, this is personally what I believe is like our physical issues come from some type of emotional issue. And so yeah, so you can get answers to like where your issue, like physical or emotional issues are coming from. My first hypnosis session, I did get quite a few answers. Some answers as to why my heart has been so closed off in this lifetime. Yeah, like if you have a good practitioner, then you know, you get to the bottom of it. Like you get to the bottom of it and you figure out how you can move forward without that issue anymore. So it's amazing. I feel like, so I just had my 3rd hypnosis session today, and the girl was super cool anyway, so just like being in her presence was like super amazing and fun. But I just feel very like aligned, and I just like trust myself so much. I think trust is the most important thing in this earth, is to trust. Like if you trust yourself and you trust other people and you trust the universe, but it really starts with trusting yourself, like trusting, and that's where like why self-love is so important, because self-love is just everything. Like love is just everything. like love is the most important thing. And like, you know what I think is like the biggest scam on the planet is like how like growing up we'd hear people say like, oh, love is a strong word, like love is such a strong word, like, oh, I don't want to tell them I love them because I don't want to scare them off. Like that's so sad, like if you think about it. And no, I'm not high right now. Like this is just my life now. Like I have like, it's just like love is just everything. And like if you just allow yourself, like the thing is like love is everywhere. You just have to allow yourself to feel it, and you have to be okay with like taking, like, yeah, like there's no guarantee that love will work out, like there really isn't, but you have to like be willing to pour your heart out, you know, like to feel anything, like to experience life in the world. You kind of have to be open like that. And I spent years and years and years and years, my entire life, with my heart completely closed. I'm like, oh, love's too strong of a word, like, you know, and it just held me back from so many things, like not just relationships. I mean, relationships mostly, like friendships, family members, like, like it held me back from like opening up to anyone. And when you don't open up, like you can't get close to people, you know? So like, but yeah, there is that risk that you're gonna get hurt. Like there's always that risk, but you need to trust yourself that you can handle that situation. I think sometimes, like, depending on who our parental figures were, like if they were constantly trying to shield you and shelter you from the world and, try to keep you safe all the time, like, that's good. I'm not saying that that's like a bad thing that they did that, but you have to realize that, like, they were trying to keep you safe, but it kind of showed you that, like, oh, maybe I can't handle what happens to me then, or I wouldn't be able to deal with if I got hurt, like, what would I do? Like, I don't know, like, but you can handle it. Like, you can get through it. You can get through anything. And just trusting yourself that you can get through it just opens you up to everything. Like, everything in the world. You could do anything that you want to do. You don't have to be limited. You don't have to limit yourself at all. You can literally do anything. Like, I didn't quit my job yet, but I'm part-time in my job, and I told my boss that I was gonna do quantum healing hypnosis. And because I just wanted to be honest. Like, that's all I ever want from people is honesty, and I just want the truth of life, because I do feel like I was sheltered growing up a little bit. So, like, I felt like just I never was getting the truth. Like, I just always felt like there was something deeper. What's the actual truth? What's actually going on in life? Like, what is the world actually like? And I just always wanted the truth. And so I was just honest, and I was like, I'm gonna do this. And, like, it was interesting because my boss told me that she was dating a guy back in, like, high school or something, and his mom was actually a hypnosis practitioner. So, like, she was actually like, oh, that's pretty cool, like, I got kind of lucky there, because she could have been like, oh, that's weird. But, like, I mean, with my company, like, people are pretty chill anyway. Like, they're not gonna say anything to your face. I mean, they might go and talk weird, like, about you, behind your back, but they're not gonna say anything to your face. So yeah, I don't know. So, like, my whole company knows that I'm doing this, which it's just like, yeah, that's weird, but, like, I can't care anymore. Like, I really can't, because I went through something back in January where it was just like, I can't, like, hide myself from the world anymore. Like, I just can't. It's just, like, not something that's possible, because, like, I was kind of living a normal life. Like, I was just, working my 9 to 5 and going to work and just being normal. And I still got dumped because I was too spiritual. So I am, like, mediumistic also, so I can connect with, spirits, like, people that have died on Earth. And so, like, I told this guy that I was dating that, like, I was like, I feel like your grandma's around. And it wasn't clicking in his mind, because he, like, didn't get it. Like, it wasn't clicking. Because it just never crossed his mind. Like, he's never met a medium before. He's never dated anyone spiritual or been around anything like that. So, like, it wasn't even, like, really clicking, and plus he was really drunk at this point, so, like, it wasn't clicking. But then, like, so I do aura readings on an Etsy shop, and so he, like, Googled my name one night, and he, like, found my Etsy shop, which said, like, oh, like, I'm mediumistic, and then it said, like, oh, I'm only gonna, I'm only gonna work with beings of love and light, never work with anything harmful, and I just say that because, like, I've never dealt with anything harmful or scary or negative, like, ever in the spiritual realm, but I just say that to make sure people like know my intentions, right? But he like read that and he was just like, oh my god, like I don't think we should be doing that, like and I like wasn't even working on my Etsy shop. Like I used to get quite a few readings, but like after COVID, when everyone like went back to their normal lives, like I just stopped getting like a lot of readings and stopped promoting myself. And so like I wasn't even doing any of that at this point, and I was living my normal life, and I was okay with that. Like I was okay with living a normal life, just working my 9 to 5, and I just kind of accepted that. Little did I know that that breakup would and he was just like, oh no, like I can't be with someone. And I wasn't, yeah, like I said, like I wasn't doing any of that. And I was like, look, like, and this is how much I like this guy. I was like, I'll never talk to another spirit again, never again. But he was still like, just the fact that you can do it, like it's like I can't be with you. And I'm just like, and it was like, I'm telling you, it was perfect before that. Like nothing was wrong, no red flags. Like we were literally perfect. Like trust me, like I would know if there was like, or I would say if there was like red flags. Like there wasn't. Like we were so good and literally perfect. And yeah, so that completely like shattered my entire reality. And I just was like, well, if I'm gonna get dumped for not even like living my life spiritually like that, like I was living a normal life and I still got dumped. And I was like, you know what, I can't live like this anymore. I cannot pretend to be someone I'm not. And I don't, like I just can't. Like I might as well go off full out and just be myself and just dive into this spirituality and just be my weird self. And it's like, you know what, yeah, not everyone's gonna believe in like quantum healing hypnosis. Like not everyone is going to, but like I don't believe in like that doctors have our best interests all the time. So it's like, you know what, I'm allowed to have my opinion, they're allowed to have their opinion, and I really hope that we can just coexist. Like I literally just want peace on earth. Like that's literally it. That's it. And this is how I find my peace, is just being myself and being a hypnosis practitioner and helping other people that want healing this way. I would never push this type of healing on anyone ever. Okay, like if you want to go to a doctor, and I'm not saying like this should, like I'm not saying like don't ever go to a doctor. Like I'm not saying that at all. Like I'm saying go to the doctor and maybe get hypnotherapy, you know? Like just try other options. Like if going to the doctor isn't working for you, then like that might work for you, and like amazing. Because usually insurance covers that as well. So it's like, yeah, try that. But like if that's not working, like this is the thing with Dolores, like people were coming to her as the last resort. Like people were like, I have tried everything and nothing works, so like can you help me? And so she helped so many people. She has countless books on like how people have been healed and the things that people experience. You know, like a lot of times like in your past life, like you're carrying trauma from your past life, so you bring it into this life, and that's why you're experiencing health issues. And or sometimes it's like just earlier in this life, or sometimes you're just not used to even being on Earth, so you're like allergic to all of these things because you're just like used to being on a different planet. Like you just don't, like there's just like such unlimited options as to like where you've been, where you've come from, like what you're experiencing. And so it's like this method of healing has just been really helpful. And it's like, it's weird because it's like, even though it's so like woo woo, like up there in the clouds, but it's like, it's brought me down to earth though, for some reason. Like it's helped me to accept my life on earth and to really like just accept everything that's happening and just go with the flow. Like, I just feel so flowy. Like, I'm like, whatever happens to me, and everything that comes my way is meant to come my way. And yeah, I've experienced like quite a few, because like you could have past lives or imprints that you take on. Like, imprints aren't like your soul hasn't actually experienced it, but you have taken on like another person's life so that you can like, just like, so you might have certain personality traits in this one, or like you have certain things that you like, or you're good at, or you're gravitating towards. But yeah, so just very interesting. I would love to talk about the past lives that I've had, but I don't know if that's interesting to anyone, so yeah, let me know if you're interested in that, or let me know if you're interested in like any like interesting QHHT sessions that I've done, or if you want more information on it. Also, if you're in the San Diego area, and you want a free session, because I'm still an intern at this point, so I will be offering free sessions for a little bit still. Yeah. Anyway, I didn't know what this was going to be about, but I guess it was just explaining QHHT and telling you how my life has changed. Like, I'm so excited for what's to come. Like, I don't know, I've just never really been excited like this for life, because I know that I have control over it. I mean, like, it's a weird thing, because it's like you realize you don't have control, so then that's kind of nice, because life is just gonna happen regardless, and you don't have to like know what's gonna happen next. You don't need to know everything that's gonna happen, but like, you know that in every single moment you can make decisions that are in your best interest. Like, you just need to trust yourself and trust that you can handle anything that comes your way. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.